Now we are going to solve the next problem in exercise 2.4, which is the 8th question. So what's the question given here? If ax square plus bx plus c and bx square plus ax plus c has a common factor x plus 1, then you need to show that c is equal to b and a is equal to c is equal to 0 and a is equal to b. This is the condition we need to show it here. So here, what is the condition given here? This ax square plus bx plus c has a common factor. That means if you are dividing this polynomial, that polynomial you are getting the remainder as 0. That means here what they have given, let us consider this polynomial as f of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Let us consider the other polynomial as g of x. So write it as bx square plus ax plus c. Here what they have given here, since f of x and g of x has a common factor x plus 1. So here they have given here, if you divide this polynomial with that polynomial, you have to get the remainder as 0. Similarly, in this case also, if you are dividing these two polynomials, you are getting the remainder as 0, which states that it is a factor. So here, so by the factor theorem, what you can write it here, that means f of minus 1 is equal to 0, and what they have given, the g of minus 1 is equal to 0. Because here, we already discussed so many times here, by the factor theorem, you are dividing that polynomial with the linear polynomial is in the form of x minus a. This is very important. But here, what is given here? X plus a. So you need to write this x plus 1 in the form of x minus a. So how do you write this one? You can write it as x minus 1 minus 1. So if this is happened, and you can say that here f of a is a factor. Similarly here, in the place of a, what is there here? Minus 1. So we are saying here f of minus 1 is a factor. So you need to write this one in the form of x minus 1. This is important. So here what they have given, since these two polynomials have a common factor x plus 1, you can say that here f of minus 1 is equal to 0. Similarly, g of minus 1 is equal to 0. That means in place of x, if you substitute minus 1 in these two polynomials, you have to get the remainder as 0. This is the meaning of this statement. So here, consider f of minus 1 is equal to 0. If you consider this equation, you will get one equation, and if you consider this one, you will get two equations, right? Based on these two equations, we will prove this condition. Now here, consider this one. Consider f of minus 1 is equal to 0. That means in place of x, we need to substitute here minus 1. So write it here, a into minus 1 whole square plus b into minus 1 plus c is equal to 0. So what is the value of minus 1 whole square, which is 1? What is the value of plus into b minus, which is b plus c is equal to 0. Let us consider this as equation 1. Now take the other condition, which is g of minus 1 is equal to 0. If you take that condition, you will get one more equation. So here consider g of minus 1 is equal to 0. What is the meaning of g of minus 1? That means in place of x, in the polynomial g of x, you need to substitute here 1. So after substituting 1, what you will get here? b into minus 1 whole square plus a into minus 1 plus c is equal to 0. So what you will get here? Minus 1 whole square, which is 1, 1 into b, which is b. Similarly, plus into minus minus, a into 1, which is a, and plus c is equal to 0. Let us consider this equation as 2 and this equation as 1. Now here, based on this condition, we got one equation, and based on this condition, we got this equation. Now you need to solve these two equations such that you have to prove here c is equal to 0 and a is equal to b. Now from 1 and 2, clearly you can observe that here RHS parts are equal. Here 0 is there and here also 0 is there. So you can equate the LHS part. After equating LHS, what is LHS in equation 1? Which is a minus b plus c. Here b minus a plus c. Now here you can observe that here this b, this c and this c will get cancelled. Here plus c is there also plus c is there. So what is left out here? A minus b is equal to b minus a. Now take all the b terms to one side and all the a terms to one side. So here, if you take minus a to this side, it will become plus a. If you take minus b, it will become plus b. So you get here 2a is equal to 2b. it here a is equal to b. Now we have proved one condition which is a is equal to b. Now you need to show it here c is equal to 0. Now you can take any of these equations, just substitute here a is equal to b. So let us consider this equation from equation 1. What is the equation 1? A minus b plus c is equal to 0. Here we got it here a is equal to b. That means a and b both are same. So in place of a you can substitute b, or in place of a you can substitute a. Anything you can do it here. But here what we need to do here, in place of a substitute b. So here b minus b plus c is equal to 0. Why? Because we have just proved here a is equal to b. For that reason, just in place of a we have substituted b. And you know that b and b will get cancelled because b minus b is 0. So these two will get cancelled. What is left out here? C is equal to 0. That is we need to prove it here. So how do you solve this problem? They have given that these two polynomials have a common factor x plus 1. So based on the factor theorem, we can state it here f of minus 1 is equal to 0. Similarly here g of minus 1 is equal to 0. Now here after solving that one you will get one equation, here you will get one more equation. Now based on these two equations we have proved here c is equal to 0 and a is equal to b. Now see the next question in this exercise. Ninth question, you can observe that it is similar to that of the 8th question. What are the polynomials given here? Let us consider one polynomial as alphabets, which is x squared minus x minus 6. And one more polynomial, let us consider it as g of x, which they have given as x squared plus 3x minus 18. And they said that again these two polynomials have a common factor x minus 3. So write it here, since f of x and g of x has a common factor what is the common factor they have given? X minus a. Based on this condition we need to find the value of a. So here what they have given, these two polynomials have a common factor x minus a. So based on the factor theorem what we can write it here, f of a is equal to 0. And similarly here you know that g of a is also equal to 0. Right? So indirectly what they are saying here, in place of x if you substitute it here a, you will get here the remainder as 0. Similarly in this polynomial also, if you substitute in place of x a, you will get the remainder as 0. That is nothing but the factor theorem. So here what they have given, f of a is equal to 0 and g of a is equal to 0. Similarly consider each equation, you will get one more equations, you can solve it so that you can find the value of a. Consider this one, f of a is equal to 0. So in place of x substitute a square minus a minus 6 is equal to 0. This is first equation. Now similarly consider g of a is equal to 0. In case of the polynomial g of x, substitute in place of x a. So you get a square plus 3a minus 18 is equal to 0. A square plus 3a minus 18 is equal to 0. Again here the RHS parts are equal in both of the equations 1 and 2. You can equate the LHS part. So here write it here from 1 and 2. So what is the LHS part here? A square minus a minus 6 and the equation 2 which is a square plus 3a minus 18. Now we have equated these two values, so you need to find the value of a here. You can observe that here a square plus a square will get cancelled because both the signs are same. Now you need to find the value of a. Take all the values, all the variables to one side and all the numbers to the other side. So write it here 3a. If you take minus a to this side, it will become plus a. And what is the number which is left out here? Minus 6. If you take minus 18 to this side, it will become plus 18. Now here, what is the value of 18 minus 6? Which gives you 12. And what is the value of 3a plus a? Which is 4a. Here, what is the value of a, which is nothing but 1 by 4, which gives you here 3. Therefore, a is equal to 3. You need to find the value of a by based on the condition that these two polynomials have a common factor x minus a. Now see the last problem in this exercise. Problem. What is the question given here? In y minus 3 is a factor of y cube minus 2y square minus 9y plus 18. Find the other two factors. So what is given here? Given that y minus 3 is a factor of, what is the polynomial which is y cube minus 2y square minus 9y plus 18. Now you need to find the other two factors. Here before we have discussed about the factorization. In that what we have discussed, we need to write, if you want to find the factors of the given polynomial, you need to write that polynomial as a product of the factors. Before writing that, you need to check the degree of the polynomial. What is the degree of the polynomial in this case, which is 3. So you need to write this polynomial as a product of the 3 linear polynomials. And in this question they have already given one linear polynomial. Now you need to find the other two factors. Before questions we have solved, we don't know at least this polynomial also. What we have done at that case, we have substituted in place of y different values, and so that you are getting the result as 0. So by the factor theorem we got one factor. But in this problem they have given already one factor. They said that y minus 3 is a factor of this polynomial. If it is a factor of this polynomial, indirectly what they are saying here, if you are dividing these two polynomials, you have to get the remainder as 0. That is nothing but the factor. So here, divide these two polynomials, which is y cube minus 2y square minus 9y plus 18. You need to divide this polynomial with the divisor, which is y minus 3. Why? Because they said that y minus 3 is a factor of this polynomial. What is meant by the factor? Factor is nothing but if a number is divisible by the other number, if you are getting the remainder as 0, we call those as the factors. Similarly, in case of the polynomial also it holds. So if you divide these two polynomials, you have to get the result as 0. Why we are dividing these two polynomials? Because you have to get some quotient. If you get the some quotient, that means the answer of these two, then you can split that one so that you will get the other two factors. For that reason we are dividing these two polynomials. Now see how to divide. So how to divide? First you have to divide the first term of the divisor with the first term of the dividend. So what you get here? Y cube by y, which gives you y square. Now you need to multiply this y square to this divisor. So what you get here? Check it, y square into y, which gives you y cube, and plus minus into plus is minus 3 into y square, which gives you 3y square. Directly I have written, or you can do it here, y square into y minus 3. What you will get? Y square into y, which gives you y cube, minus 3 into y square, which is 3y square. That you need to write it here. Now after that, what is the next step? You need to change the symbols. Here plus is there, so keep minus. Minus in place of minus, you need to keep it here plus. These two will get cancelled. And what is there here? Plus 3 minus 2. What is the value of 3 minus 2, which is 1? 1 into y square, which is y square. Now you need to take this one down, minus 9y. Now again follow the same procedure, divide y square by y. What you get here? You will get plus y. So write it here plus y. Here you can check it here. What we need to do? You need to divide these two values, which is y square by y. Here 1y will get cancelled. You will get here y. So this is the second term in the quotient. Just what we need to do? You need to multiply this y to this term. So what you get? Y into y minus 3. After solving, what you get? Y into y square plus into minus 3 into y 3y. Write it here, y square minus 3y. Now what we need to do? We need to change the symbols. So change the symbols. What will get? Minus, here plus. These two will get cancelled. Now find what is the value of minus 9 plus 3, which gives you minus 6. y. Now take this value down, plus 18. Again what we need to do, you need to divide this term and this term. So dividing minus 6y by y. This y will get cancelled, you will get minus 6. This is the next term in the quotient, write it here minus 6. Now you need to multiply this minus 6 to this term. So multiply what you get, minus 6 into y minus 3. Minus 6 into y which is minus 6y. Minus into minus plus 6 is a 18. So write this value here, minus 6y plus 18. And again what is the next step? You need to change the symbols. So change it, plus minus these two will get cancelled. You got the remainder as 0. So we got here, after dividing these two polynomials we got the remainder as 0. So we can say that it is a factor. Now here, based on the divisibility rule, again what we can write, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So write it here, by the divisibility rule, dividend in this case, what is the dividend, which is y cube minus 2y square minus 9y plus 8. 18 is equal to divisor, which is y minus 3. And what is the quotient, which is y square plus y minus 6. And what is the remainder, plus 0, there is no need to write it. Now here we have written the given polynomial as a product of the two polynomials. Here you can observe that it is a quadratic polynomial. Again you need to take this polynomial and you need to split this polynomial as a product of the two linear polynomials. So take that one, y square plus y minus 6. Now you need to split the middle term. So again, while splitting the middle term, you need to check, you need to write two numbers such that if you make the product, you have to get here minus 6, and if you take the same numbers and if you add, you have to get the one which is the middle term. What is the quotient here? 1. So here you have to get here 1. What are those values? You need to check it. So here, while multiplying the two values, you have to get the result as minus 6. And while adding the same values, you have to get the value as 1. What are those values here? Clearly you can observe that if you take here 3 and if you take here minus 2. What is the value of 3 into 2, which gives you 6, and plus into minus, which is minus. So here, by taking the same values here, write it here 3 and write it here minus 2. And what is the value of 3 minus 2, which gives you 1. So here, what are those numbers that is satisfying these two conditions, which is 3 and minus 2. So in place of y, you can write it here plus 3y minus 2y, which gives you plus y. So here write it here, we have split the middle term as plus 3y and minus 2y. Now at this process you can come to know here, by based on these two expressions, you can take it here y common. If you take here y common, here 1y will be left out. Since we have already took y common, what is the number left out here, which is plus 3. Now clearly you can observe that if you take these two values here, you can take the value 2 as common. If you take here minus 2 as common here, if you take minus 2, what is left out here? Y. And if you take minus 2, that means what is left out here? Plus 3. Because you know that 2 into 3 is 6. So here y minus 3 is there, here also y minus 3 is there. You can take that value as common, you will get y plus 3. And what is the value which is left out here? Y, and here minus 2. So we have written this quadratic polynomial as a product of the two linear polynomials. Now write it here. So this one, y minus 3, how you have split this one, which is plus 3y minus 2y minus 6. Now here this one, y minus 3, you can take y common, y plus 3, here you can take minus 2 common, which is y plus 3. So you will get here y minus 3, y plus 3 into y minus 2. So if you have given any cubic polynomial, you have written that polynomial as a product of the three factors, since here the degree is 3. From this section is completed. Let us see the next one. Here, next one we are going to see about the identities. So in the next session we are going to discuss about the identities. are 9 identities here. Based on the identities, we are going to solve the next exercise. From this session is complete.